Welcome everybody to the Real Response Podcast, episode 8. I almost said 9, but now we're on episode 8. Hey, we ain't shit though, because this episode 8, we never introduced ourselves, so we're going to do that shit now. Motherfuckers just probably like, hey, these the Masked Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, Magic, co-host, Brad, you know what I'm saying? But right away, episode 8. And we be telling you guys at the end of the video, most people might not make it to the end of the video just yet, so do it now if you already tapped in. Hit a like button, hit the subscribe button, or watch a little bit and then hit the subscribe button after you might like some of the content you see. But we gonna
Make sure you hit that bell too.
yeah,
get
if
that
y'all want notifications, because YouTube they select what videos they actually give notifications. You won't get notifications for all videos.
Yeah.
So if you do, that's why you got to hit that bell. If not, we'll take the subscribe button. And after y'all fuck with us more, hit the bell, get notified. We drop every week, Thursday, Friday, every week. We drop one of those days, but it is every week. But let's hop right into it. My first topic I wanted to touch on was this interview with NLE Choppa. Tongue twister when I say this dude's name. NLE Choppa. He did an interview with No Jumper, and I won't say he's upset, but he's confused. He seems confused on I'm confused. Nah, but he seems confused on what the label's position is when it comes to like their personal life. I guess he not recently got locked up, but he just did that interview and he spoke about
being locked up.
Yeah, and he basically touched on. He said, I found that shit ironic. He said, yeah, when I got locked up, the label didn't call me. First off, motherfucker, you're not at daycare. You're not at daycare. The label can't just call the jails and be like, hey, I need to speak to my artist. So I don't even know where the fuck that whole thought process is coming from, saying the label didn't call you. They're not gonna fucking call you. But then
I don't even think they had a jail number.
But to think that the labels won't call you because you got locked up, it seems like everybody's always looking where they can push the blame to.
Yeah.
Whatever people.
But that's when anybody get locked up.
Exactly. But look at this. The same way the label will cut you your check, right? And you get to decide how you blow it, is the same way you can go out there and live your life and decide how you're going to live it and make bad decisions that may lead you to jail. You can't blame the label or put some type of responsibility on them to make sure you guys don't go to jail. The label can't be with somebody 24/7. Half these artists is running around high anyways.
It should be in the agreement that you can't go to jail. You should know you're not supposed to go to jail. That don't even need to be in the agreement.
If you know you just signed a deal, a profitable deal, or any type of deal that's going to lead to some form of success that got you from the street,
jail
that
is a
alone
no-no.
should want to keep you from fucking up.
Right.
But I more so want to, just like speak on the context of what they think the position of the label is. Like, you don't want them to control you in any other aspect, right? If they tell you stop doing drugs or stop rapping about this, you want to say y'all can't control my voice, right? I'm an artist to have a voice. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't pick and choose what you want them to control. They can't control you from going to jail. You control that decision. You can't put that blame on them and say like they want to hang it off where I'm their investment, right? You are the investment, but you're still your own man. You're going to make your own decisions. And just because you're their investment doesn't mean they're going to follow you around all day.
Right.
All business main goal is profit. So if you rapping about negative shit, don't get mad in the interview speaking about, they want to sign all artists that's rapping about this or rapping about that, and they know that leads to a bad route. You're making a conscious decision to rap about that. They're a business. They're only looking for profit. So if they know negative rap, depression rap, whatever type of rap it specifically is, if they know that shit is blowing, they're going to invest in that.
They're going to keep it going.
Exactly.
They
only looking to make the money. The same exact way how McDonald knows that America has a major obesity issue with, so many Americans dying and leading to health issues from diabetes and wherever else from eating fast food.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they're supposed to close down shop? No, they're still a business. Their business is to provide a service or some product. Everyone else has their decision to come and actually pay for that product or that service. So they're going to stay open and keep making a profit. And that's what label's going to do. They're going to keep signing artists that's rapping about the struggle, that's rapping about pill popping, rapping about street shit because it's profitable. That's the only goal of them. They're not personally attached to you. They're not your personal assistant. They're not going to follow you around. They're not going to bang your line when you get cuffed and go to jail. That's not what they're here
Yeah,
for.
they keep their business going, you know. You stop, they keep going, you know. They go find somebody else. Just like if you die, they not gonna care at your job. They just gonna hire somebody else that still do the same job you was
the
doing.
Same way,
you
if
know?
you get booked and get Life Like Taker or any other artist, what do you think they're gonna do? Move on to the next artist, go ahead and draft up another contract to push to that next artist, and they still gonna keep the ball rolling. They still gonna get their money. And even besides all that, I don't know what type of reality or illusion these people be in. What the fuck do you think a record label, what do you think they can do when it comes to the power of the court system? They're not no government official. They don't hold no judicial power in the court system. So just because you get locked up and you're signed to some Fortune 500 company or record label, it doesn't mean that these guys like got some political strings to just pull.
And you don't get a free pass just because you're a rapper. You know, like you don't get a free pass because you a rapper. And I think that's what they lean on to.
The issue is that they get this status, they get this fame status. Some of them get big heads from it. Their egos blow up, and then they feel like everything revolves around them. That has to be it. If you're thinking that.
They think the what happens to the normal citizens is not supposed to happen to them.
Exactly.
You know?
They shouldn't have to go through those same type of circumstances, you know. And at times people may not have to because money do speak. But in situations like this, you still looked at as the same when it comes to the court system. Yeah. They're not looking at you as no special guy. If anything, they're looking at you in a more of a bad light because you got something they don't got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go do a show and cap what these motherfuckers make the whole year. So if anything, you have more of a negative connotation around your name when you come into the courtroom based on the money you accumulated. The way most rappers come into the courts,
they already coming there looking at you, trying to put you in jail.
Iced out, niggas come doing subliminal messages.
They come with their I don't care feeling because they feel like the money gonna let them go.
Like fucking Troy Ave came in there with the nigga had a bulletproof vest in one, and another one he had a hat that said "Dope Boy Troy."
Oh yeah, like, yeah.
Niggas is doing sarcastic shit. So in a way, and I'm not speaking on NLE Choppa in that essence, but they're gonna feel a type of way because they feel motherfuckers coming in their courtroom expecting leniency that the rest of the world don't get. Yeah. So it already puts that hating ass judge on the opposite side against you, you know. But at the end of the day, all you guys control your own decisions. Don't blame the label because they're not keeping you out of jail. It ain't their responsibility to keep you out of jail. You know,
you're supposed to keep them making money, and they supposed to keep whatever your deal or contract got going. They gonna hold that up to bar with you. You know what I mean? So whatever you gotta do, stay out of jail. And if you go to jail, don't think the label's just supposed to bail you out. Like, yeah, I'm cool. I just did some shit. Bail
Niggas
me
act
out.
like the label's supposed to be just like trolling them 24/7. And anyways, even if the label was trying to do some shit like that, I would feel uncomfortable. Like, motherfucker, yeah, you invested in me. Yeah, you cut me a check. Motherfucker, don't follow me around all day. So you can act like that may be what you want.
What was they supposed to call and say, though? What did he want them to call and say?
Exactly.
What you doing? Oh, I'm in jail. Like, you know what I mean? And shit, like, they can't get you out, you know?
To be in jail, niggas, the label didn't call me. Like, what the fuck
your
they
job,
supposed to
like,
do?
you go to jail. If you was a normal person, you went to jail, your job wouldn't call you. You know what I mean? And shit, you would think that I have to call my job to let them know
this is all business.
Good,
At the day, it's all business. The same way when you guys are conducting yourselves in a business fashion, and when somebody may bring a question up to where it's speaking on business or personal, you guys always say it's business. That's nothing to do with friendship. That's the same way you should look at it when you sign a deal with a record label. This shit is business. These dudes ain't your friend, even though they're gonna act like they're your friend. And most of them may not have your best interest at heart. They're more so focused on the profit you can bring them.
Yeah, it's the dollar.
That's why they don't care about what you guys rap about. They don't care about what negative energy you putting out. They don't care if you motherfuckers got 30 clips in the videos and they ain't props and y'all be on probation or parole, risking fucking jail time. They honestly don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they should probably take a little bit more interest in stopping y'all, but they can't control you niggas. Niggas is gonna do what they gonna do.
They want their money. That's all they do. They want their money. They signed you for one thing. money, you know,
That's
and
it.
they liked it what you
Not
did.
because they
so
love you. They don't even be loving the niggas'
Nah, they
music.
don't.
They just know they pay attention to algorithm. They see that you guys is popping. Y'all got a wave. They know everybody likes wave riding. You gonna
Yep.
get a deal just off of that presence alone. Just that.
Ain't no reason for them to call you and just ask, you know, like, hey, I see you in jail. What do you want us to do? They already doing everything for you, you know. So that was just
and
bullshit,
just-
and he just have his mind kind of fucked up.
And this is and just to cap it at this is basically this, like, yeah, what was I gonna tell them about that part? Yeah, all businesses want their profit. That's a fact. You know, we all understand that all businesses want their profit, whether it's from you, whether it's from a product, but more so speaking about people, they all want their profit. But it doesn't mean that they obligated, you know, to take a personal interest in your personal life.
True. That's very
just
true.
it at the
'Cause
end of the
anything
day.
with jail is kind of like personal.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how much money is at stake by them dealing with you. It doesn't make them obligated to take a personal interest in your personal life.
That's facts.
Do what you're supposed to do. It's a partnership in a way.
It is a
Do
partnership.
what you're supposed to
no
do.
matter what.
They're gonna do what they're supposed to do. And that's literally just the way it all ends. And y'all motherfuckers don't blame people. Just stay out of jail. Get to the money. If I had an opportunity like that, you ain't gonna worry about me having to get cuffed up.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about none of
Motherfucker
that,
waving
you
a
know?
bag right in front of my face. I'm
Hell
trying to
yeah.
chase it.
I ain't going to jail. You know, I'm not going to jail, and I ain't expecting nobody to take me out of jail if I know I put myself in it, or if I have the conscious mind to think, oh, I know why I'm in here. I'm not gonna feel that my mama should call me, or you know, the label should call me. You know,
Mama, that
you
one
know,
to blame
but,
motherfuckers.
man, you know, people be having things messed up with that. You know, like this guy Rod Wave. You know how he speaks on Jeezy. You know, he says.
That was some bullshit too.
He
Niggas
says,
always find a way to pull somebody in some
He
shit.
says Jeezy told us all to trap or die, but he's told his son to go to college. That's bullshit. You know, I feel it's bullshit because the way how he's thinking about it, the trap or die, maybe trap was just placed in for drugs and all that, so he's thinking that's what you have to do, but I really think that's bullshit. Jeezy knows what's up. Everybody knows what's up, and Jeezy music was motivational. Like with anything, it was
Jeezy
just
came
straight
into the game letting
motivational.
everybody know what he stood on. He said, I'm a motivational speaker. I ain't a rapper. I'm a motivational speaker.
Facts.
And even to toss in there how he trying to say the nigga Jeezy didn't tell y'all to do shit. Jeezy was rapping about what
His
he
life.
was going through, his lifestyle, and that was it. You can't find a bar where Jeezy said, go trap nigga, or you need to die. If you ain't gonna trap nigga, die.
That's
nah,
true.
he's saying he's in the streets. He got the mindset that nigga is trap or die. At that point in time in his life, they don't see no other way to success, you know? So he's speaking, even at that time, he's already a blown up rapper. As he's coming up in the music industry, he's reflecting back on why they was coming up.
Yeah.
Their mindset was trap or die. He didn't tell everybody else that had to be their mindset.
But everybody knew who, if you follow Jeezy, which everybody did, no matter if you did, Obama even followed Jeezy, and Obama never sold no drugs. And at the top of, at the peak of Trap or Die, Jeezy was the man right there, you know what I mean, and stuff. So it's like everybody,
Trapping they dead, these nigga just scared.
you know, everybody followed along with that, you know. So they took anything they wanted it with trap and ran with it. Like, you know, like I'm trapping to die, but it was get rich or die trying type of shit. Like, you know, it wasn't just the same thing as trapping. I'm hustling and I'm selling drugs. It was none of that, you know, like it was just straight to the point. I'm hustling. Yeah. Motivation, getting to the money.
Yep.
And if you follow Jeezy,
Ain't no nigga that was in that Thug Motivation 101 area that was anyway attached to the streets cannot say that shit wasn't some motivational words for everybody.
It was great
that made
motivational
niggas
work.
go grind.
And everybody knew where Jeezy came from. Jeezy
Yup.
came from BMF. Everybody knows what happened to BMF.
Yeah, y'all know what the fuck it was with that.
So trap or die, basically, you know what's gonna happen if you trap and you go the wrong way with your shit. You know, you're gonna end up in jail, you're gonna end up fucked up. But Jeezy switched it all around and came the motivational one and showed you.
He was that from the jump, though,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
he
honest.
was.
Like,
Yeah, he was.
He was
you
that
know?
from the jump. When I first heard his shit, nigga, I was motivated.
Man, he brought
You
his
know?
own real money, $1 million to his photo shoot. You know, that's motivational to me. I wouldn't have to think that, I need to go sell. What's that?
No.
What you want to say?
It's on the heels of what you saying. What motherfucker out here, which I don't know if they all know the history of this, what up and coming artist gonna get $1 million check and not go run and go cash that.
Yeah.
And that's what Jeezy got from L.A. Reid, because them dudes was really touching money. He only speaking his life.
Yeah, he only speaking his life, but he got that $1 million check, and he said it was getting kind of wrinkled up and all that shit. You know, he said that, but his first video was Trap or Die, and he had money inside the crates of $1 million. That's his own money. At the time of my age, I was not thinking about, oh, I need to go sell drugs or dope to go take this picture of $1 million. I was just thinking anything that I had to do, I know I can be like Jeezy and I can take a picture with my own $1 million without using no fake ass money or anything. So I really think Rod Wave has hustling messed up. Like, you know, he thinks the word hustle has to do with drugs and just like bad shit, you know.
That's
like,
what most
you know,
niggas,
like,
and that's what most niggas think. But what the part what you were just saying, yeah, like when Jeezy had his shit going on and showing this money, what it motivated you to think. The shit he's talking about doesn't have to be motivation to push you to do something illegal. That comes with people's misconception of what hustling is. Hustling doesn't mean that shit is not. It is not derived from illegal activity.
Facts.
Most people that come from the streets just have that wrong perception that hustle means to conduct business in a legal fashion. That ain't true. That word comes from something outside of that. That's why we took it and used it. Because when a nigga on the block hustling, he here, he there, moving around, handshaking, selling packs. It's hustling. It's moving. It's rapid. That's what hustling is. It is not. It's not derived around illegal activity. We took it and used it. We sculptured it around what we were doing in the streets. We didn't create it. So it didn't come created from illegal activity. That's why in sports you'll hear them saying, "Good hustle, good hustle."
Facts.
Because it's to move rapidly. It's not to sell drugs or do something illegal. You can be 100% corporate hustling, you know, where you making your money all corporate, all elite, all legal, but you still hustling. You're going from one business to the next business, one side hustle to the next side hustle. It doesn't have to be formed around illegal activity, and that's the misconception that you guys be having.
Yeah, that's what he has a lot, you know, because he wants to say that Jeezy told us to sell all these drugs, and you know, he should have told us that he never told me to sell a drug at all. Like, you know, like
niggas was already in that lifestyle and got attached to Jeezy, because when you hear that man talking about it, you know he really talking about it.
Yeah, and saying he told his son to go to college, but I listen to Rod Wave. I'm a fan of his music, like, you know, so I know about the time
from what he was rapping about then. Yeah, he still, like, I checked his last album and he still talks about it, but he talks about it in a way that shows progression.
If you follow that man now, you see a thug now to a man. You see corporate like hustling, a thug and CTE. Straight man, you know. So I don't get what Rod Wave was trying to get with that, trying to say, okay, yeah, you told us to sell.
Who the fuck is him? Aren't you an artist? Why you over here trying to be some fucking podcaster?
Yeah, you know,
you
like,
should be making music.
You trying to say something, but actually it wasn't your song. Like, you know, you actually put it on Twitter and said when you was giving up that you was done with rap and you going back to the trap. Basically, you inspiring all your artists, all your fans. You inspire all the fans in this new generation to just stop what they doing with their dreams. Any inspirational shit that they doing, they gonna give up and go back to a trap. What's a trap that you trying to say? The drugs, right?
You're trying to ban Jeezy for something that you promoting in this day and age.
Yeah,
that don't even make sense.
That don't make sense. So,
fucking idiot.
Jeezy, but you didn't tell us that. Okay, I'm gonna quit this rap. I'm gonna find something else to do. Maybe this is not for me. Let me find another path that's gonna be successful. Nah, you said you was going back to the trap. So you basically the same person Jeezy is you just trying to say it in a different way. Well, you ain't the same person, you know.
Yeah,
because
that's for sure.
Jeezy had me self-motivated. He had Obama. He had Jay-Z. You know, he had everybody screaming, "My president is black." My Lambo wasn't blue. I had a bicycle back then, but still, like, you know, everything, we were still riding. But y'all gotta stop trying to the misconception that y'all putting on the hustling or just trap period, you know, get rich or die trying. We didn't think about 50 of we about to go rob a bank, and if we die, fuck it, we get rich or die trying. We tried. Nah, you know?
The way you niggas is receiving these messages just shows you thinking inside a box. Because if a nigga is rapping about something, you only able to see it in one light, then you box yourself in. And nigga, even besides that, how the fuck you trying to speak about some nigga that's not in your generation, speaking about what he had or what he encouraged people to do. Nigga, what the fuck you and your generation, and I won't speak for you because I don't know exactly if this nigga raps about it, but what the fuck y'all generation doing, nigga? You out here encouraging all the rappers to be fucking junkies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's all y'all artists out here
Popping
doing.
perks.
Pop perks, sibling.
That's all. That's
all
y'all
on the fucking weekends at parties. This is what y'all are out here promoting. So don't try to bash some guy that was out here being a real live motivational speaker for people that was already hustling. He didn't encourage somebody to go try to buy a brick. You can't find me one guy that say I start selling dope because Jeezy was rapping about it.
Facts.
No, niggas was already touching work, whether it was from green or white. Niggas was already touching it, and all they did was relate to what it was relatable. If we live in it, we want to hear a nigga speaking it.
Facts.
But that shit helped people. The same way Jay-Z has always talked about it, but he always had a back message was you gotta eventually leave that shit alone and step into this business world.
Jeezy always had that too.
Exactly.
If you really listen
That's
to
why
Jeezy
his fucking
music,
label is corporate thugs.
Yeah. Basically.
Listen to the fucking message. So it's not like he's telling niggas to stay in this same mindset. He wants you to make progression. He wants motherfuckers to go forward. But he's actually articulating his life as an artist. This is artistry. He's going to speak what the fuck he's living. But that's besides the fact of what y'all rapping about, telling motherfuckers to become junkies. So don't come over here trying to bash some dude that was real tough on the dope boy talk 10 years ago, but not address none of your fellow artists out here that's over here encouraging. And I won't say encouraging like their specific word is to say go pop pills. But if you're putting Jeezy in this equation, right?
Yeah.
He never said go sell drugs, even though he's rapping about it. So you basically trying to say whatever the man is rapping about, he's encouraging his following to go do. So then that's the same fucking thing that the artists in this generation now is encouraging their fans to go pop fucking pills. Sip lean. So address them.
Yeah.
Let's address both sides of the table. Stop always. That's what I'm saying. All these artists want to say, fuck the old heads, because they don't be showing niggas love. There's a reason why some of these guys don't show you. You niggas is not educated. You niggas is not wise, and y'all just spew out bullshit without even processing or thinking
for y'all
shit
to
too.
get the experience
Exactly. You niggas blow up so fast, y'all didn't go through shit.
Yeah.
So these older artists are gonna have a different vibe when they're in y'all presence, because they know you niggas ain't the same caliber as men as they are.
So the advice that y'all basically gonna be like a kind of who Kodak Black was to Master P. Just be ignorant, like just be
when
like
a nigga just try to help you.
And look where Kodak ended up right now.
He laid it right on the table, even with him, where he said, "You paying the white man to be your manager. I got connections. What's wrong with paying me to be your manager?"
What's different?
Not that he needs the money, but the thing is, he can help you stay more on a narrow path than a white man is, because this goes back to what we were just talking about with NLE Choppa, right? Y'all say the white man don't have y'all best interests at heart, right? Well, we clearly see off of example, off of demonstration, that fucking Master P cares about the people he signed. You can't find an artist and that's speaking authentically that ever said anything to bash him. Even to this day, all you hear is Snoop Dogg giving him praise.
Yep. So everybody, ain't nobody.
No. I'm just saying recently, but everybody has. Like, the dude don't play nobody. You hear the stories about it, what he did with Snoop. So for Kodak to not have his eyes wide open to see
that man
Master P just want my best interest. Y'all want to complain about the white man not having y'all best interest, but y'all will pay them to not have y'all best interest. But then y'all don't want the black man, y'all don't want to pay him the same amount that you already pay him, right? Yeah. Think about this shit. I'm gonna pay the white man to be my manager that don't have my best interest at heart, but I'm gonna be fucking grumpy and have an issue if somebody I know that's respected in the game that want me to prosper, but still want his 10% to be my manager. I'm having an issue with that.
Because I feel he's trying to make money off of me.
Exactly.
But the same shit is happening.
The white man can make money off you but not care about your best interest, but the black man can't make money off you but care about your black interest. I can guarantee you, if he had any dealings with Master P, Kodak will not be in this situation right now, because he would have got countless. He would have got countless phone calls and interventions from Master P to try to get that man back on the right path. The white man didn't care, because they already know at the end of the day, whether you die, get locked up, that does nothing but generate more streams,
more money,
and that's all they care about money. They don't care about you niggas doing shows, because unless they got you in some weird tied up 360 deal, they not eating off of your shows. So that's not something they care about. They only care about them stream sales, because that's where they getting they buck from. So whether your ass get buried in the grave or you'll get put under the jail,
you still getting played.
You gonna stream and they still gonna get their money.
They gonna get.
You niggas need
while
to
y'all get played, they get paid. You understand?
Up y'all
you
fucking
know that?
way of thinking. Like, that's so ridiculous how a motherfucker got no issues paying a white man that don't care about their real life. but won't play the black man the same amount that care about your real life.
Yeah.
Just because you a black man
Just
coming
'cause
from
you
the
a
same
black
environments that he came in. You niggas is fucked up in the head.
Y'all niggas in
That's
the
that
trap,
program way
you
of
know?
thinking.
Yeah.
That trap shit.
You know,
Speaking on the
that-
trap, niggas is trapped, and y'all
Yeah,
stand
trap or die,
trapped in that
you know?
mentality and way of thinking that you niggas is not trying to climb out the box. Like, y'all
and
want to
that-
stay in the bucket with the crabs.
That's where I'm trying to get to. You see how we use trap in a whole different other perspective than how we are just speaking on it. Is trap can be anything, just like hustling can be anything. Like, you know,
It's a mentality at
And,
the end
and
of the
actually,
day.
it's not really up to Jeezy to tell us to go to college. Yeah, he's going to tell his son to go to
Exactly.
college. That's his
He ain't
fucking
invested
son.
He ain't
Thank
invested
you. He
in
ain't
us.
invested
Why
in
does
us.
he care about telling
you
the
know?
world? Not to say that it's
yeah.
bad or a good thing. It doesn't matter. But if the man's not invested in us, we're not no relative. We're not no son, no nephew.
Yeah,
no
if y'all
niece.
thought it was a cold
Come
bar,
on now.
it hit your head that it was so simple when he said Jeezy told us to trap or die, but told his son to go to college. Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
But that makes no fucking sense because if you still think about it in that light, he's still rapping about this shit, so his son could still go pick up the tape.
Yeah.
And so he basically if
He gave
you're
his son
saying
free
what he
will,
raps about,
basically.
if he's saying what Jeezy raps about dictate what he's telling us to do, then he told his son to sell
Son to
drugs
do
too
the
then,
same thing.
because he was rapping about
But his
selling
son
drugs.
was just strong-minded and went to college. You know, we could have just said, "No, we ain't listening to that trap. We gonna go to school and we gonna go
I'm
to
telling
college."
you, no,
but
no niggas went and picked up a pack because Jeezy was talking
I
about rap.
sure didn't.
Niggas was already
didn't.
dealing drugs.
I
Niggas did
didn't.
specifically say, "I'm going to be a dealer now,"
Yep.
because he's make this
Niggas
shit
didn't-
sounds nice.
it's not like
If
Jeezy
you
came
knew
out-
niggas that's so stupid that you hear about niggas sipping lean and popping pills and y'all feel y'all gotta go do it
Yeah.
because the nigga rapping
y'all
about
feel
it.
like Jeezy
This
came
generation
and next thing
before
you
that is
know,
not
we
like
all
that.
had the plug to go get the drugs. Niggas didn't even really have the plugs. They was just rapping the shit. Just some people rap the shit just because they just felt motivated
Facts.
and knowing, let me go put on some Jeezy. Let me just get my work done. Let me just get to this money. I'm a trap or die. We all in a trap. Wherever you at, you in trap. If you started in poverty, you in trap. You trapped. So you either gonna trap or you gonna die. You know what I mean? And you gonna have to get out the trap. So where Rod Wave is clearly wrong at
They
is
got a box
that-
mentality.
Yeah, he clearly
What the
didn't say,
fuck
well,
it is.
Jeezy did tell his son to go to college, but don't worry about that. Just listen to my
Fucking
bar.
it
Like
is.
you guys are I don't know what you guys are doing, you know, because I fuck with Jeezy because Jeezy told me to sell the drugs. He didn't tell me to use them.
Exactly.
Y'all telling me to use them.
That shit lines up exactly what
You
they
know?
say. Respect the shooter, not the nigga that's getting shot.
Yeah, because
That's what shows you how fucked up this niggas' minds is that niggas are, oh, he got shot. Oh, yeah, nigga respectable. Like
But
niggas out here, and I don't
nigga
even want to
running
talk.
around, shot
I don't
the
even want to
nigga,
toss
chilling.
Dolph in here, but the nigga constantly gets shot and shot at,
Oh, yeah.
and that's the niggas y'all respect, not the shooter. You
Yeah.
niggas is wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Jay-Z
rather
said
respect the
that.
nigga telling me to be the dealer and not the user.
Yeah.
You niggas want to be the user, not the dealer. That's
You niggas
showing
wanna
y'all
be the
mentality
fiend.
is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's basically saying y'all want to be the worker and not the boss.
basically.
You
That's
niggas
all
need to
you saying.
elevate y'all way of thinking and stop blaming some other nigga probably because you didn't climb up the ladder as fast enough or as high as you wanted to climb up there.
That's what
Nah, that
everybody
nigga,
do.
that mentality is telling you boss the fuck up.
Your
That's all it is.
choices.
However you boss the fuck up, boss the fuck up.
Boss the
That's
fuck
all
up.
he's telling you niggas to do.
And your choices, make the right choices for you to have the right future plans. Like everything that you do in your past, make sure when you look at your past, you can
When you
stare at
reflect,
your future
nigga,
and be like, yeah, you can reflect
you
and
happy
be like,
off that reflection.
I'm
Not
happy
over here
that
bringing
I
up
did
some
that, you know?
some old ass shit and Thug Motivation 101 and a few little shit after trying to say he told us to. So what, nigga? Go out here and tell these other niggas out here that say they telling us to pop pills.
You know, but they ain't telling us that it fucks up our liver. They ain't telling us we can have a
Niggas
seizure.
is stupid.
You know what I mean?
Nigga, go
Y'all-
back into the studio, nigga.
guys is
Shut the
crazy.
fuck
Yeah,
up.
basically,
'Cause
that's what
clearly
I
your
wanna tell you.
perspective is trash.
Get your ass
Rod
back
Wave.
in the studio.
Your perspective is trash as fuck if that's the best you can come up with concerning Jeezy is trying to say he told us to sell drugs but told his son go to college.
you know.
Shut up, man. Niggas is stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Y'all
that
niggas
one.
need to start making better decisions so y'all not.
And realize
those
what hustling is.
Those type of shit. Yeah, nigga. Keyword today, nigga. Go Google hustle,
Hustle,
or
you know.
hustling, and
Hustle.
then come back talking about Jeezy told us
Yeah.
to hustle.
Stop.
It's a good thing
doing
if another man telling you to hustle, nigga, because that's the same shit your dad should be teaching you.
Facts.
Like we said, hustling is not attached to nothing illegal. If anything, we attached it to illegal activity. That's not the origin of that word. Niggas is just stupid. Y'all niggas need to reevaluate what the fuck
They
y'all
think
doing and get
anything.
y'all shit
Just
in
like,
order.
not to even just bring this up. The police checked searched Wayne's fucking jet the other day because he tweeted.
They getting this shit checked.
yeah, no, but he tweeted "Go Pack Go," and the police thought he was delivering a pack, like a drug pack. You know what I mean? So they're just taking anything just from anything, you know. And
man.
Wayne had to cover it up and said, "It's all good, y'all. I was talking about, you know, the Packers. You know, he was talking about football and fucking."
But so that gave them some type of
Yeah.
circumstantial
Yeah,
rights to just search a nigga
basically
fucking
search him,
jet.
you know,
That's wild.
Man.
The rights that these motherfucking government officials get to just fucking cross
I
us
just had to
over.
throw that in
I
there.
post some shit on the media saying, "Go Pack, go."
And now I gotta get searched.
How you know
my
I don't
whole
own
shit.
a UPS? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
yeah,
so
that
much
is
shit
true.
that could be going on. Like,
Yeah.
why don't that's just showing how all these motherfucking, and not to be like that, but all these white motherfuckers, how they viewing the blacks. Like, so
Yeah.
anything we say, y'all gotta find a way to tie that shit to something illegal. Go Pack, go. How many motherfucking shipping services out there? How you know I ain't owning
Yeah, did
one?
you get the pack off or did
Come
the pack
on
go?
now.
You know,
Why does it have to be something illegal? It's
'Cause
fucked
the
up that they
baby.
want to put us in that. They want to put us in that little boxed area that only, oh, this all you guys can never live up to be. We
Yeah.
don't give a fuck even if you guys make it as some type of.
They think they. It's funny because I think the government thinks they're getting smarter when they like, oh, go pack, and when they think of a
Oh
pack,
yeah, huh?
like they're like,
yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
thing about it, if you see them move that fast,
Yeah.
they probably thought,
yeah, because you know how
we
the
up
baby
there.
be like packing the mail is gone, so they like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so they're selling
But
drugs.
still,
So
again,
the
like
pack,
I said,
yeah,
that
you
could be
know.
anything in the mail. Like,
Yeah.
this is the shit that you hear. Not necessarily about that, but when you like, this is the perspective when Kevin Gates is rapping.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever paid attention to like
Oh,
his
yeah.
most recent raps, he acquired some garbage company and a shipping company. Like, he owns a couple diesel
Oh, yeah,
trucks.
load.
And if
Yeah,
you just
getting
pay
the load
attention
off.
to any
Yeah.
of his raps,
Yeah.
he's constantly on that now. Big dealer, big deliverer. He
Yeah.
talking that
Getting the
talk.
load,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
getting that
Yeah,
load
getting
off,
that
you
load
know?
off the
Yeah.
forklift. Load.
Yeah.
Wop. So what is it? Does that have to mean that he's speaking about birds being put on a pallet and loaded up? No, the nigga
talk
just
about
found a
just
way to
regular
incorporate
business.
his new business he acquired into his raps in a way
Facts.
that still sounds good to the listener that still came from them elements of life.
Mm-hmm.
So I still love hearing that shit, even though I know specifically what he's really talking about.
Yeah.
It
But
still makes that shit
Now
nice
he's
to know.
giving it to relatable
In-
to
in
like
a-
the
in a
truck
relatable
drivers.
way,
Like,
exactly.
you know,
Instead
now
of
they
getting on
gonna
the
listen
rap,
to.
talking about hell yeah, nigga driving down the freeway, honking his horn, got 18 wheels, saying some dumb shit. He's finding a way to incorporate
Getting
it
the load
properly to
off.
where it sounds good to the ear. Motherfucker want to hear nigga getting the load off. Big general on this bitch.
That's what you do.
That's all it is. So
Hell yeah.
I don't know. That's funny because the light bulb, like you see on the cartoons, fucking light bulb pops off. They like, oh shit, he's
Yep.
giving a pack. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
They have to think that they get
Man.
smarter and shit. But that'll move us to fucking Rich Homie Quan, man. And it sucked because I remember when Rich Homie Quan first blew up, or at least I won't even say first, but he was on that rise. I was fucking with
Hell
everything.
yeah. I
Man
fuck
got a
with
song
everything.
called Differences that went he had some shit.
His whole shit, you know,
His
he made
whole
$1 million
catalog was
up.
actually
Man, I
popping.
used to-
And even before we get into the topic, just surrounding his whole situation, this should be a prime example to let, or not even to let, but this should just be a prime example for you guys to understand how important it is for you guys to make sure the contracts you guys signing is right.
Right.
And when and it hasn't said right, but look, and shit, one words of advice, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't want to pay the fee of their own lawyer. So when the record label was trying to
yeah.
say we have a lawyer that will
Lawyer
over,
for you.
why the fuck? Because there's a few people that did this.
TLC.
Even
It's
somebody
a lot
that
of
signed
people.
with
It's we
a
can't
lot.
say few. It's a lot of
Yes,
artists.
yes.
You know, they don't want to do the footwork, so basically they hire the lawyer that's from that label to look over their
sometimes they won't have
contract.
to either pay for it, so they just feel
Yeah.
like no. But why the hell would you want any lawyer that's basically retained by the record label you're signing? Why would you want them to oversee your contract? That
Yeah.
was the same thing that happened with, I don't remember which artist this was that signed with.
TLC.
I mean, something more recently.
No, I know, but
in
that
this
one's like a
generation.
big hitter right there.
Probably was.
you
I
know.
never seen a little documentary, but I heard that was some
Yeah,
fucked up contracts they was in.
You trying to come up with the new?
It was
artist
somebody
right
with
now.
cash money that had a cash money lawyer overlooked their contract. And
Wayne.
I-
I think it was Wayne.
that could have happened with Wayne, but it was somebody that actually spoke about it.
Oh, little
It was somebody that actually spoke about it, and I said, why the fuck?
he's a new rapper, right? Like a little young rapper.
Was it Little Twist?
Yeah, I think it
That's
was
who
Little Twist.
I know
yeah.
one of them little guys
Yeah.
from Young Money Camp basically had the cash money lawyer oversee their contract. That just doesn't seem like the best business move to make.
No.
Why would I have somebody that's attached to you financially look over my contract? They're only going to look at it with the eyes of what's going to financially benefit them and the initial company that retained them, which is Cash Money or Universal. I'm going to go and seek my own lawyer outside of the attachment with you guys and have them oversee my contract. But sliding back into that's what basically, and I won't say those exact circumstances what got Rich Homie Quan in this situation, but my whole point is that's why you guys need to be looking at y'all contract. Stop just signing some shit because somebody willing to throw a check at you. That check's just a loan. Always remember that check's a loan. It ain't free money. So don't just get so caught up in the sauce that y'all don't properly oversee that contract or have somebody oversee it that's adequately smart enough to do this shit.
Though.
Otherwise, you guys.
That's kind of hard.
How is it hard?
Niggas is coming from the hood. They just want to get out.
That's stupid. Nah, I'm not cool with that.
I'm not cool with it either. But
That's basically accepting the fact that we're not pushing ourselves to have our business in order.
Yeah, I know.
That's not cool.
I know, but I'm thinking. I'm just starting to think.
Do you want to be back in the hood a year later?
No,
2 years later? Or 10 years later? Because there's a bunch of motherfuckers that got rich and they probably was rich for 5 years, but their shit wasn't right. So as soon as business stopped, money didn't keep coming in. Because first off, didn't own a master, didn't own publishing, didn't own nothing else that kept revenue coming in even after you stopped conducting business.
Facts.
So this is why from the gate you need to make sure your shit is locked in order.
That's true.
Because if it's not, then you're gonna pay the price later. You might have a cool years or some fun, running around fucking bitches, blowing money, buying all this jewelry. Then what happens when that shit slows down?
That I think that's what he had.
And what happens when it slows down? Then you're at an interview saying you open for Young Thug to call you so y'all can do a song.
Thug ain't want that phone call though.
Thug already spoke on this shit back in August when he said, based on what the man said, like you won't see no music out of us, but he's not harping on it. He's living his life. He's doing real good. So I don't see how this was just a recent interview that happened this week. How he's basically trying to chalk it up to saying
he's trying to recoup.
He's trying to chalk it up to saying that basically it's egos that's stopping them from connecting back together. I don't know whose ego,
I thought it was his ego at first.
If anything,
he was just like not rocking
he's the
with
one
Thug,
that was on the stage, right? That's what Thug said. You know what you did. You was one on the stage and somebody tried to grab at him or touch him and he said, "Get off me with that gay shit. I ain't Young Thug."
Yeah, he did.
So you the one that got some big head ass ego that as soon as you started blowing, because he comes in the game, they attack, do the rich gang shit, they attach, do the rich gang shit, they blowing up, it's all cool, right?
Very successful.
But more as his singles start popping off on his own, which he had him already bubbling and going, but the more he sees he's progression of his artist as now your ego is the one blowing up because now this supposed to be your brother and now you want to run on the stage and say some disrespectful shit that clearly shows that you the one that got the big head. Right?
It does.
So don't try to put that ego on Young Thug now just because he moved on with his life, he created a label, he signed artists, you disrespected him as a man, he don't want nothing else to do with you.
And now you trying to recoup because you losing everything.
Exactly. How could I get some shit back now?
That shit, how I felt, that energy, what you just said about what he said on stage, you had some personal problem
you had
with
some
Thug
personal vendetta
that you should have just issue with him off stage or, a personal problem. Y'all could have took a fade
for sure,
or did anything.
Happened.
But you publicly said what you said, so you know what the result was going to be. My mans, you got to take that loss, because it's like shit. You basically just spoke on the man's, manhood, even though Thug do what he do, but man, that's Thug.
But still, if this supposed to be your brother, and prior to this, all you guys is bigging up that you guys is bros and shit. So if y'all was bros, there was a better way to conduct whatever frustration that you had.
Thug is very successful. They just gave him the most award for the decade, even though it should have went to Wayne.
Yeah,
but it went to Thug.
I for sure ain't putting Thug over Wayne when it comes to influential of this decade. That's 100%.
I see why
we can see why, but once and that's gonna take me to the other topic.
No, you don't gotta do that. Just
no, because that's another thing I want to handle. But that comes to with all these fabricated ass numbers, bro.
Yeah,
that's the only reason they're picking him is because they know he got the sauce more than Wayne. So we want to. This is the same shit they do when it comes to the Grammys and shit. They're always picking stuff that's more, not even a critically acclaimed, but more so just on
what's more popular.
Exactly. That's what they're more focused
how they
on.
Feel
what's
Wayne's
more popular? Because if we give it to the more popular person, artist, movie star, actor, actress, if we give it to the most popular person, then we get more gratitude and gratification for that. So sometimes it's not even about what was really lit. or what was really the shit. It's more so about
It's not about the hit. Basically, it's like how they say a lie sounds better than the truth.
Yeah.
Type shit. You know, so it's like it would be better if they gave it to Thug than they gave it to Wayne because it's just better. Like,
it's
you
like
know,
even
that's
with
how
the
they just
Grammys
feel.
when they had like best rap artist of the year,
Fuck the
best rap
Grammys.
album of the year, they put fucking Tyler the Creator in that category, and his album's not even a rap album.
Yeah, he
but
don't.
they know how popular the guy is,
So
and
it's
how
like,
big
we're
that
gonna
was. So
place
we'll
you
throw him
there.
in that, exactly.
Yeah, you know.
If it's not a rap album, how you place him in the category of rap?
Yeah. You mean Tyler the Creator or Post Malone?
I mean Tyler the Creator.
Oh,
For
okay.
sure, they
All right,
put him
yeah.
in that.
All right, yeah, but I be seeing that he when they do Post Malone too, he be like, I'm pop, you know, but they still place him in there just to do the shit,
Which is
you
still
know?
stupid though.
Yeah, which is very.
This is
dumb,
why
you
they
know?
have categories and subcategories, because they need to be placed accordingly. Don't
Facts.
just throw these guys in the category, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to win based on the fan base or the popularity
Yeah,
that
or
they
the
have.
vote, you
They're on
know?
a different level. They are heard more from the masses than another artist. So somebody that might deserve rap album of the year is going to lose it. Like, there's 2 good ones in there, which is fucking Nipsey Hussle, and I don't even know why the fuck we talking about the Grammy, but this shit got spun in there. Nah, because there's 2 in there. It's Nipsey Hussle and Meeks. And when it comes to rap albums, those are 2
Yeah, those
that
are
I
rap
feel
albums.
should be like
Yeah.
battling. But
Structured album.
they got other
Yeah.
ones in here that's most likely going to win based on they have more popularity, but they're not really rap albums.
Yeah, they not.
But
And
they're in there
they
based
go
on the
off
popularity.
the votes, you know, Grammy. But we're not speaking on
Votes
the
from
Grammys.
who?
But
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
no, yeah, that's why Cole never puts
It's
his
not
album
votes
in.
from the people. If you're not getting votes from the people, who is it? The white man sitting behind the desk?
Nah, it's like 6 people that votes on that album.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why Cole
Like
just
I
says
just
fuck
said,
the Grammys.
people that it's not the
No, I know,
people.
I know.
It's those 6 people that sitting at their little rectangle table,
Yep.
and they're looking at an algorithm and seeing who has
Yeah,
the
they
most
just look at
popularity.
the numbers. Yeah,
And you guys place these contestants in that category based on their popularity and what algorithm shows who
Facts.
is higher. That's it. Not
True.
based off of who really has a rap album or who has an R&B album. Because if it was based off of that, these would not collide. You would not have a rap album in the same category as an R&B album, and they're being graded as the best rap album of the year.
Right.
That shit doesn't even make fucking sense.
That's
That
facts.
just shows to show this whole music industry is
It's-
built around numbers. That's fabricated.
Yeah.
But we'll get there, because that wasn't even this. Y'all probably gonna see another podcast
of what we speaking on that.
specifically spoken on that, because that shit is crazy. And there's actually an artist that pulled that fabrication this week, and we're gonna touch on that. But that wasn't even it. That's what I'm saying. Nigga just went on a tangent real fast on that. But that wasn't even it. We was like more so on the shit with Rich Homie
Rich
Quan,
Homie,
like.
yeah.
When his shit was popping and he was doing all super good, you didn't hear him talking about the phone calls were open.
Yeah, what you needed.
know,
Yeah, it's
the
like you
door was
kind of
unlocked.
riding your own
Come on in,
wave,
young
you know?
thug, unless, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, you wasn't trying to have those conversations then.
The time when y'all could have fixed it,
Yes.
you didn't want to.
But now those phone lines are open and the door is busted, unlocked, ready
Right.
for Thug to come walk back in and, ask for forgiveness or whatever your ego is telling you that he needs to ask for. It wasn't like that prior to this man gaining the status he has gained.
Yeah.
And this last year or so, Thug has transcended what we once known him to be on an artist level,
Yeah. Thug is
professional
back.
level.
Thug is back for
everything.
when he like just recently came out. Like, you know how everybody and everybody was just on him then.
Yeah.
Now he just
He got
recently
that-
dropped again. He got
he
that
got that
same
back.
wave again. So that's when
So
I
now-
seen the Rich Homie's fucking interview, I'm like, oh, he's trying to
Yeah.
get back in good. You know what I mean? It's just like, nah, homie. You stage your, that's where they get that keep your energy from. You know, keep the same energy.
Don't you
And
ain't no
he
way you
has to
go on a
keep that.
fucking stage, disrespect me, especially when it's something I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Last thing I checked, we just did a song in the studio, or we were just drinking, we were just chilling. Next thing you know,
Somebody touch me and you bring me up on stage, like, you bring me up. I'm not even in this conversation.
There's so many other motherfuckers that you could have made reference to that were actually gay, or was on that threshold.
You even
of
had to
being
say
this or
thugs. You
that.
could have said, I ain't one of these fruit ass rappers.
Exactly.
And
What made you even have to pull Thug into that
he was
equation?
mad at Thug.
It was something personal going on, and instead of like handling behind the scenes the way it should have been handled,
He didn't do it right.
respectfully with your brother or label mate, whatever the fuck you guys consider
That was
yourself to
brother.
be
That
at that
relationship,
at that time.
the vibe that they gave off, that was like some brother shit that you could have
that's the way
called
they
that
talk.
man. You
Thug
know?
got the nigga tatted on him.
Yeah, so it's
so
it's
clearly
love.
that shows
you
a
know?
level of
loyalty
that they had.
Yeah, but
So
it
don't
don't
start
work out like that way.
Don't try to recoup some fame now, recoup some show money. Thug already said back in August when he was on Big Boy, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
That door is closed. So don't say the door is unlocked. Don't say the phone lines is open and you open for communication. You fucked it up because even on some moral shit, if this your dog, you shouldn't even be hopping on some public stage like that and just throwing the guy under the bus like that. Even if whether he's gay or not, the fact that you're using him as the reference, but this supposed to be your brother, dog. That alone is just stupid, nigga. So you in the hot seat for that, nigga. You fucked up. That's something you gotta accept. You make good music, or at least you have. So nigga, grind back up. You know what I'm saying? He already got through. Oh, and that's the whole thing when I was speaking about the label shit. Knowing what he signed, he went through that 3-year label fight.
Oh yeah.
Court fight with his label, and that's what made him die down on his buzz. So
you died, but that like even with that, if I don't know if labels say you can't drop no music at all, get your ass on SoundCloud or something.
It's not necessarily that. What I think goes on is that these artists be so frustrated because of the situation they are in, whether it's a percentage of money they feel is being taken and it's too much.
Yeah, that's what they start realizing.
They're not able to drop what they want to drop, or maybe the date that because this is where a lot of stuff comes from. Artists don't pay attention to the actual like projected numbers, the algorithms, everything that the labels are focused on, because the labels is worried about their profit.
They focus on the money. Artists just focused on creating the music and getting the bag.
Yeah, and this is why an artist would be saying, oh yeah, I'm dropping next month, drop my album, and then when they get into the meeting, the label is saying, no, we just need you to drop a mixtape. Even though nowadays they're all the same, because mixtapes are not constructed the same way they used to. But this is the verbiage that the labels use, is that when it's not something they want to count, they say it's just a mixtape.
Or actually, now, well, we'll speak on this on the other episode as well, but how I look at it is they'll call it a mixtape because they know us people will have to buy an album. Like, you know, when they think of album, I think it's like a mind trick of them thinking.
But that can't be that nowadays because people are not buying albums really.
I know,
people
but
are just
everything's
streaming.
called a mixtape. Like 6ix9ine, he keeps saying he's dropping a mixtape. He never say I'm dropping an album.
Exactly, because when they gotta wait on that call from the label. If you don't have enough percentage in your contract to where you dictate what is and when is it being dropped, then you have to sit back and let the label dictate what's a mixtape, what's an album, what's an EP.
Yeah. Facts.
When you have more, when you have more control, you dictate that. When you got to sit back and play the back seat because you don't hold all that control, which clearly we see you didn't hold all that control. That's the reason why he was in that battle for 3 years, because he don't hold that control. That's what usually brings these artists to these fights, is that they don't have the control to drop an album when they want. And the label is not trying to fuck you over. They're just thinking about everything in a business sense. And
it's not
if the time is not right and the numbers ain't right, they want you to do the mixtape, create a bigger buzz, and we'll get ready. We're gonna buzz up for the album, not just dropping now, because they can see behind the scenes when they check the algorithms that you're not at that point that they want to drop the album yet. This way, when it don't do the numbers that they want,
they could just say it was a
mixtape. And now they can't get criticized for dropping an album that did so poorly. This is why they do that shit. This is why now they just fall back on saying everything's a fucking mixtape until they feel their artist is ready to drop the label.
And then they call it a project.
Exactly. How you guys control this shit from the gate is know what you sign. If you want more ownership in your shit, make sure you sign the right contract so it can be stated from the fucking jump. You don't tell me when to drop. I drop when I'm gonna drop, what I want to drop, how I want to drop it. That's the way we're gonna handle business.
And be like how Nipsey Hussle said, be a partnership. You know, make it a partnership. Don't make it just a deal where you getting a 60-40. Try to make it a 50-50 type of deal, you know, and then you kind of be all right. You won't feel like you fucked, you know.
Fuck it, I'll go more than that.
Yeah, go, you know, you get 60-40, but don't get less than that. You know, like the 70-30 or whatever y'all take. I believe in the dream, you know. I believe in the hood dream. I just want the deal. I believe in that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But some deals you can't take because you're going to end up right back in the trap. You know what I mean? And
unhappy in a fucked up situation, like you see Lil Uzi yappy all on the internet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
like,
this is why y'all got to know what y'all sign before y'all sign it. And if not, take that contract to an outside lawyer and have that shit checked on.
Yeah, but you gotta be right.
So like Rich Homie Quan, let that go. You know, go back, go make another difference. Go make some of that hot shit, and
you hot just like Thug. You got your own independence.
He's not hot like Thug.
Did it.
He's not hot like Thug.
But no,
he is nowhere near hot.
He's not hot like Thug.
Sizzling.
He got music. He got the melody.
He knows how to make music.
You know?
I'm not saying that, but sometimes you have this window
Oh yeah, the window's
opportunity.
closed
You
now.
do.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
his
saying.
window's closed.
And I don't want to say it's fully closed, but nigga, you got to slither through that bitch.
Yeah,
because
he got a crack.
How many artists have came after you? So even though you might can
Yeah, he
make
got a
that
whole
melodic
generation.
sound that people are making, the thing is there's so much music and people attention span is so small that people are moving on and moving on and
Facts.
moving on and moving on. So that window could be closing.
Yeah, you gotta
So
watch
you gotta
out.
slide your ass through it.
You can't miss the time. You know, you gotta watch.
And sitting
what
here
you do.
waiting on Thug to reach back down and pull you up ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that because Thug is
that
our
guy's up.
Thug,
And he already
basically
got him
what
a
you
whole
saying to
group
reach
around him
back
now.
down. Thug is so high that he can't even reach down for you no more. Like, you know, he already knows that if I really help you, that's just helping you. That's not helping
it's
me
not
no
helping
more.
him.
You know,
Most of these artists they like to do what they call the swaps.
alley-oop type shit, you
Yeah.
know, but it ain't no more swap with Thug, you know,
If
because
he feels
basically
he can't,
and you
'cause
might
look,
get on stage and call my nigga gay right then
the
again.
fact that
you know,
you already violated the friendship and the brotherhood. Now there's no
business.
I want to bless my guy to bless my guy.
Yeah.
So he would come from it from basically a beneficial aspect. How do I benefit from me doing a feature with him?
you better come
He
with a
doesn't benefit
bag.
in no way. You will benefit from doing a feature with him. Most people, when there's no personal relationship involved anymore, they both want to benefit.
Yeah,
That's the way business works.
right.
All the way back from the first with NLE Choppa and
Oh yeah,
with the label.
yeah. What we saying? Yeah.
if there's
It's-
no personal relationship, they only getting in
yeah,
business.
they want it to work the
profit.
way how. Yeah,
That's
you
it.
know. So
That's it. They want it to benefit them. They're not giving you money for them not to get it back. They gave you $1 million. They set to make 10.
it's no
That's just the
longer
way this
scratch
shit
your
works.
back. I'ma scratch yours. It's basically it's business. You come with something you can negotiate with, or I'm gonna have to accept. That's how I feel like Thug is. But I don't even think Thug
He
cares
has
about
nothing
the
to
money.
offer
You
Thug
know,
that
like, yeah.
benefits Thug from Thug pushing his pride aside and accepting the fact that that man disrespected him on a scale that he did and reached back
Yeah,
to him and
'cause
do
he
music.
might do it
There's no
again.
benefit for him to do
I
that.
wouldn't want to give you another opportunity to get
Yep.
you on and you get back
Knowing
on
that
stage
you
and
went
say,
dry
yeah,
as
you
fuck,
nah.
Like a cactus in the desert, the nigga went dry. I would never reach
Y'all
back.
gotta
It's just-
watch out what y'all
it's
do.
whatever.
You know, like just watch what y'all do. Just watch what you do. You know, as when you're moving through this industry, because you never know who you might need and all that shit. But Rich Homie, like, yeah, I believe the window's kind of slightly closed for him for all these
Yeah.
artists that keep coming up.
You gonna
know,
have to
and
shimmy
these,
his way through
these artists that
because
you
the
know,
industry is fucking flooded.
yeah, it's flooded right now, and
It's flooded.
You get swiped up, you just gone. You know, like I kind of like Young Ro. You know, I like Young Ro a lot. You know, I don't want to call him Meek Mill's artist because I feel like that's what everybody keeps labeling him as, Meek Mill, the
Yeah,
Dream Chaser artist
when he's
guy.
himself. Yeah, that
You
is
know, and
fucked
I
up.
want to call him himself as his own artist. Like I didn't know him as Meek, but you know, recently this man had posted he went to jail 3 times in 10 days. The police whooped his ass. You know, that's cool.
3 times.
3 times though in 10 days. I just want to know what the hell are you doing? And if the police whooped your ass,
The police never released.
the police what?
Never released like why he went to jail.
Nah, he's just saying because of his label and the Meek Mill reform thing. He's just saying ever since he got his deal, they've been on him. What do you think about that?
Shit, I wanted to see if this dude really got locked up for 3 days, 3 times. What the fuck he got?
Nah, he posted that on his Instagram. He posted that
So
on
what
his
do I think
story.
about what?
What do you think about him saying it's because he just signed his deal and all the labels are just, you know, I mean, the cops are on him because he signed a deal. Do you think he's still in the streets or the cops really on him?
What I believe is that I will say any popularity status will bring when you coming from an environment of that, you know, whether it's the hood, it's the ghetto, it's the trenches,
Yeah.
any type of like what the fuck was
I was trying to look at for a Young Rose thing to
Okay.
confirm
So,
it. Doodoo Brown popped up for some reason.
So it goes back to like what Boosie was saying in the interview. Like if you get any type of like level of fame, he did an interview with Vlad years ago, and he would say like whether it's the people that's hating on you, like he would say you'll die in your oil city. Whether it's the streets hating on you, you still gonna have the police hating on you. So I don't think he's getting arrested for nothing. I can't guarantee, but I can speculate that he might be getting pulled over or hemmed up for nothing. But then once they do that, they're finding something on you. Whether you got a warrant, whether you got a strap,
Probably
whether you got
smoking
some
a
weed
little
and they want to
weed.
be petty,
Yeah.
whatever it is, they're probably pulling you over for no reason, but you're not actually getting cuffed up, book and paperwork being filed for no reason. Something's happening for that.
Yeah.
You know, but he probably is getting harassed for no real legitimate reason other
Well, yeah,
than
the police
other than
arrest.
the fact on that now
yeah,
he's gaining some level of fame. That's
I understand that because the baby just recently got arrested.
That's gonna happen, yeah.
For you know, just
and where
for,
was he at? Back in his city,
Yeah,
right?
he was back in his
that's
city,
Just, that's just the way it's gonna happen. The cops know you now, and they damn sure don't like you because once again, whatever you're doing is gonna show another man what they're not doing. You know, so if they see if you out here making $1 million, you know, a year or $100,000 a show, you letting other motherfuckers, especially ones that came from your same environment. You're letting them know, especially when it comes to the system, you're letting them know what they ain't getting. Because they seeing you get the shit in abundance.
Yeah.
So it's going to make them motherfuckers
try
come
to
with
tear
hatred.
them down, you know, but going to jail 3 times in 10 days, I believe you just need to chill or switch it up what you doing, you know, like you ain't got to cut everybody off, but shit, if I just bought my mom a house, I'm chilling in my mama's house all day running around, you know what I mean, and shit, but how I just look at it is,
the content. He
you
got
know, like,
he rapping for the streets, so he probably so entrapped in his.
Nah, he is. You see his videos? He is.
He probably
all
so
in the
entrapped in his mentality that he feels he need to stay 10 feet in the streets, you know, stuck to the pavement for him to be able to give the content of what now his fan base is being generated for. His fan base are loving him for that hardcore street shit. So what are you gonna do? Rap about whatever house he bought his mom forever and ever? He gotta go back to the streets. Not saying that not saying you gotta go to the streets and conduct yourself in a way that puts you in jail, but you got to clean up your act. If you get to a point that you consciously know the cops are on me or the feds are on me, whoever's on you, what you supposed to do then? Move accordingly. That means get your shit together.
Stop smoking weed if you with your homies.
Yeah, exactly. If you in a state that gives them probable cause to pull you over and book you, what that mean? That mean when we in a vehicle, we don't do no smoking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all in the other car.
You dudes are riding dirty, like giving cops reasons to hem y'all up, and then y'all pissed on why they fucking with y'all. And I'm not even gonna say that's. I was gonna say that's a cop job because it's not the cop's job. They basically work for us. They're to protect and to serve. So their job isn't to harass.
That was
us.
That was generations ago.
But even though their job, no, that's always still their
Cops
job.
Cops don't help us. No,
they
I'm just
don't,
kidding.
but I'm saying their job is to protect and serve us.
That's their job.
We pay taxes for them to. They actually work for us. That's how the terminology really is. Technically, they work for us.
Yeah.
But in reality, we know that they're not working for us.
Not.
Nigga, you need to make it harder.
Yeah.
You need to make it harder. The same way Charlamagne was telling, whether it was 6ix9ine or whatever others. Make it harder for people to get to you, you know?
Facts.
Like the same way he said for himself when he got in that situation where he got jumped, I just had to make it harder. I'm reaching a level of fame, I got to make it harder for people to touch me. Yeah, so if you know the cops is on your back, nigga, make it harder for them to grab you.
Yeah, that's where I really want to get to.
Move righteous.
3 times, 10 days, just switch it up. You got to switch it up, my guy.
The second time he got out, you didn't sit there and say, let me stop driving and smoking or whatever the fuck, because they didn't release what he was locked up. I'm trying to see. They didn't release what he was locked up for?
They didn't release it. You know, he's kind of one that's speaking on why he's the one that's getting arrested. He's trying to like say what's going on and all that. You know, that's why bullshit.
So that's they beat on him or what?
Website.
I just seen something that said police beat him to a pope.
Oh yeah, he showed him like, you know, they beat him to a pope, but he's saying that's just because his deal. But I just want to know, like, man, like, is it over your deal? Is it really just because you feel like they picking on you, or is it because you're giving them a little reason for them to go all out?
I don't fuck with cops. I know cops are shitty.
Yeah,
but like I said, I've been put over and harassed by them, and it's nothing other like for us, because we ain't on those levels. It's nothing other than we black. We riding in a car that may simulate.
So it's just like
dope boy shit. So we're attracting them. It's the same way if you gaining any type of level of fame, you're attracting them, and that's why you got to move accordingly. You don't have no illegal pistols. You may, even if you don't want security, you have your man that got the legal concealed to carry. Yeah. Like, you niggas be doing shit wrong, and then y'all complain when y'all get booked. Don't complain when you get booked when you're doing shit wrong.
Yeah.
Nigga, just take your lick and keep it moving. The same way when Kevin Gates, not even to spin it there, but it's just. I like the way he was in that situation.
Very
and that
solid
shit was
with
just
that shit.
solid. Like,
very
he didn't
solid.
come home complaining, nothing. He knew what it was. He put a little bit in this music. It wasn't even his charge, but he took it. Took his lick, kept moving. He knew we're moving around with illegal pistols.
Same thing with Bobby.
We know what could come from this. You niggas need to take accountability.
Yeah.
If you don't want to pay the extra money to have security, or tell your homeboy stop bullshitting, you got the clean name, go get the fucking illegal pistol, then pay for the ramifications when the time comes.
Because you in a good position, you know, and that's why I want to let you know, like, you in a good position, you in a great positions. You just signed to the Dreamers, you know what I mean? It's like
you ain't got a chance to get the fuck out the hood for good.
You got a chance to get the fuck out. So you gotta
Don't let that shit
you gotta
pull you
start
down.
thinking good, man. You can't just be on that bullshit just thinking, oh, this is normal. You know, like it ain't normal for you just to be going to jail that many times when you on the path of being successful.
Well, it's not. And that's the thing was where once you start making progression in life, you got to get to the realization that it's not normal.
Yeah.
When we coming from that environment and it's constantly happening, it does become a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, but it's not really normal.
It's, no. 100% no, it's not. Yeah. But I'm saying when we're entrapped in that mentality and this is all we know, and our mindset, it is normal. But once you start reaching levels of progression, you got to realize it's not. It was the same way what Meek said. He thought this shit was normal. When he had these conversations with Michael Rubin, he would say that shit's normal, and Michael Rubin would be, no, nigga, no, that's not fucking normal. You shouldn't be going to jail for smoking weed. You shouldn't be going to move. And he said, I had to get to a point where I'm like, yeah, this shit isn't normal.
Yeah, that's
But when it's all we knew and it's all that we get when it comes from the court system, that shit does become natural for us to think this shit's normal for us to go back and forth to jail.
You got to break out that. He got to break out that mentality and realize this ain't normal.
The fact that you on your way out and you got this deal, you got light shining on you from the chasers, you should be reaching a higher level of thinking that, nigga, nothing is normal no more when it comes to this system. Yeah. Get the fuck out of it. Don't find no reason for them to pull you back into it, nigga, and be successful.
Be successful. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, nigga, that's it.
You got
that's it. Yeah. But what we on? Episode 8. We're gonna shut that shit down. Where did I hear that from? I think that was like at the end of a Drake song. That's it. Yeah,
I think it was too.
That's like an end of a Drake song. So we gonna end on that note. If y'all made it this far and still ain't did what we told y'all to do in the beginning of the video,
do it now.
Go do the shit.
Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. You can hit
hop
the dislike.
In the comment section.
Make sure
if you got some type of opinion that don't sound like an airhead opinion, let's hear it.
If you guys got something for us to speak on and you want us to speak on it throughout the episodes, just let us know and put it in the comment box. You know, we'll speak on it however we want to.
If it's worthy of a conversation. If it's worthy.
You know, I ain't speaking on no peanut butter and jelly shit.
Because we don't want to be, you know, but go ahead and
make sure you hit that bell, though.
Hit all those buttons. We closing down episode 8. And next week we'll see y'all with episode 9 with some more shit to conversate about. Peace out.
Real response.